I are Clever.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Settlers Saturday, episode 26. That's 6 months of Settlers Saturday. Awesome. That's wicked. So if you're thinking about that giveaway for the nice milestone we've just reached, that's going to be tomorrow. So you've got one more day to leave a comment either on this video or last week's video. If you've got no idea what I'm talking about, definitely check out last week's video and I'll explain it all there. So you've got one more day and I'll announce them tomorrow. Now this game's paused because this is hard, guys. I've been wiped out so many times. Oh my god. It's difficult. It's really difficult. I've been trashed so many times. Let's unpause this. We've got to do some things really quickly. I know I say this almost every episode, like, oh, we're getting wiped out. This is another level of that. So let's do things really quickly here. Let's take this coal mine off, put that on a high priority. Now this is cheating a little bit, but I know there's a little bit of coal around there. So we'll build that there, whack that on a high priority. One other thing we need to do, probably change the amount of settlers we've got there, the amount of carriers to 45, 50%. Yeah, let's do 50. We can promote as well. We'll do that on the bow women. We'll change the weaponsmith so it's just producing a slight amount of swords there, just in case the Egyptians roll in and cast banish bowmen on us, and it sends you bowmen like the other side of the map. I'll cancel these 2 large guard towers, or pause them at least. One other thing, we've got to go to the distribution of goods here, take away the iron smelter, which has just been built here. So the iron smelter gets no coal and the toolsmith gets no coal because it's already maxed out there. So all the coal we produce is going straight to the weaponsmith. Again with the fish here, let's set it so the coal mine is getting quite a lot of fish as well. The coal mine's getting as much fish as possible there because we're so far off building a grain farm here. And then also we want to build a large temple somewhere around here. Because it seems that the Egyptians are coming. Look at this guy, is fully promoted. At least he's got a nice amount of people that are fully promoted. And he's strong. He's strong. Yeah, I was doing one tactic where I was building these large god towers. No way. I was getting wiped out every single time. So I've changed tactic now. We've done all that. Let's get 8 pioneers. Not pioneers. 8 thieves. How many is that? 7... Oh, there we go. There's an 8th one down there. Oops. 8 thieves, and we'll send them down here. Because I know from playing before that the enemy has a little coal mine down here, which would be lovely to steal all his coal with these thieves. So that's what we're going to do. Anything else I can do for the time being? I know there's definitely, look at this, a nice amount of sulfur there, so it's a good spot for a sulfur mine. Oh, of course, one of the things I forgot is a toolsmith. We need a couple of pickaxes. I guess that's what this message is going to be. Yeah, 2 pickaxes there. I could have done that earlier, saved myself a little bit of time. We've got to be as efficient as possible here. That definitely would have worked if I'd have done that earlier. Okay. And I guess now we play the waiting game. We've got to get this large temple built. I'm thinking about possibly squeezing this on a high priority, this beekeeper's hut, just so I can get one more beekeeper's hut, just producing a little bit more honey for us. Because it's quite vital, because of course the sulfur mines need the honey, and the mead maker's hut need it. Though we do have a few more important buildings to focus on here. We need a large temple here. Probably sometime soon we should think about getting a second weaponsmith. All these... oh, we've got 9. Accidentally made 9 thieves there. Okay. Let's quickly send one in so we can scout the base there. And the other... Where are they? The other 8 will just stay there for now. There we go. Look at that. 8 nice juicy pieces of coal for us to steal. Let's send them in. And that's just alt click there. If I alt click from my base, they'll go into his base, steal it, and then come back to the exact same spot. which is perfect. Oh, we're being attacked here. We desperately need to crush that tower as soon as possible. Okay. And then think about crushing this god tower as well, sometime soon. Should I engage with this guy? Okay, apparently not. He's left because I crushed that tower. He's probably going to come back sometime soon though and try and take this tower. What I'll do is I'll get a poor little geologist. There we go, we've got one there. Just as a human shield, we'll put them there. A bit of an early warning system for us. See that army? This army this has got, it's not that big, is it? It's a pretty small army. However, they're fully promoted. The Egyptians need gems, like the same way the Amazons need gold to get strength. The Egyptians need gems, and they have a ton of gems. By the looks of things, I can see 3 gem mines just from where I'm standing here. So yeah, it's really, really strong as well. So let's build that second weaponsmith. Probably there's a good spot for it. Did we get this large temple built yet? Not quite yet. We need one more stone and that's on its way. Okay. Because that, we kind of need that as much as possible. Let's send in our 8 thieves again. How much coal has he got? Only 3. Now I don't want to steal his food. You see here I've stolen a little bit of meat off him. I don't want to be doing that. I want him to have as much food as possible just so he can run in and steal his coal. Because of course if we steal fish or anything like that, it's not really worth it. There's no point stealing fish. It's all about that coal. How are we doing here? 6 troops since we began. Okay. Oh. And now we've got this large temple. Look at this. We're close to another promotion as well. That should be nice. That will be nice to see. Just got to keep our eyes out for him attacking us. We desperately don't want him to do that. We want to steal as much coal as possible though. There we go. Here we go. We've already got people coming down and taking it, making as much use of it as possible even. This weaponsmith is maxed out on iron there and almost on coal, so we kind of really do want to build another weaponsmith. I think just before that's built as well, I'm going to get a hammer, but no sooner because of course one of the carriers will just come up to it and become a builder, and then I'll have to build another hammer. So and of course this toolsmith isn't getting any extra coal for the time being. We're being attacked again. Okay. So we've got this priest here. Let's freeze enemy maybe. That'd be nice if I can cast a nice spell here. Okay, yeah, nice one. I'm going to crush this tower now before anything too bad happens. Let's see if he runs off or he stays for the fight. Oh, look at that, it's converted some of them into pioneers there. That really sucks. Or we can promote these swords at least. Oh my. Look at that, even though I crushed the tower, is he going to keep pushing? Or is he going to leave? Maybe I should have kept... Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I should have kept my troops. Just crushed the tower and he would have left. Let's see what happens. So you've got this tower here. Let's crush that. I'll crush that tower. How many towers do I have left? I've got 2. So there's 1 here and then 1 here. Okay, that's made him leave now. Oh my. That's worrying though. We desperately need to produce as many troops as possible there. I forgot that hammer. I missed all of the combat there. I forgot to build an extra hammer for the weaponsmith. I mean, it's not too big of a deal, but like I said, we need to be as efficient as possible. We are producing a nice amount of coal actually, so squeeze 1 more in if we can. 1 more weaponsmith there. And I think what we can do is another alchemist den. That would be nice. Of course, the alchemist den is producing iron. It's also producing coal for us. Not coal, gold, to increase our fighting strength. So it's a pretty cool building. Thinking about it, the good old alchemist den. It's sorting us out quite well. Let's just scout again, see how much coal this guy has to offer for us. Because there's... oh, there we go. All 8. Look at that. Awesome. As well as stealing his coal for our own gain, it's also kind of, you know, pushing that guy back a little bit. So it's a double win, really, for us. So we need to steal as much coal as possible from this. I think this is the safest one. There's no point trying to steal any gems or anything like that. Okay. Steal as much coal as possible. Push him back a bit. Advance ourselves. Can't go wrong, really. We've got another weaponsmith being built here. Let's get a hammer for that. Do we need a hammer? Okay. Now that's just about to be built. Hopefully these can be produced at the same time, so no one comes and steals that hammer. If this weaponsmith is built and then instantly after the hammer's built, that'll be cool. Actually, yeah, taking a look at these alchemist dens, they've got 6 out of 6 there in terms of the resources, so it probably is a good idea to have another alchemist den being built. We've got this beekeeper's hut very slowly being built. It's only got 1 log left, though I can't see anyone on the way, so you know what, let's just whack it on a high priority, get it over and done with. I'll move the area. I think they're working out, there's already some trees down here, so I'll move that back a little bit. Oops. A little bit more, somewhere like that. Okay. The only thing is I don't want these areas for these beekeepers' huts are overlapping loads, and that's probably not a good thing. So we'll get this one kind of out the way a little bit. We'll get the forester's hut. What's he doing there? Okay. Let's move that just a little bit to focus a little bit more on the beekeeper's hut. Okay. That's scary. Look on the map there. There's a big red blob there. We don't want to mess with that at all. If he attacked us, we'd be wiped out, and I think he probably knows that. Or he doesn't know that, at least, because he's not attacking us. I'm sure he will soon, though. Okay, so we've got 3 weaponsmiths. Looking at the resources down here, 5 out of 5, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's do one more. One more weaponsmith. High priority. Oh my god, we're going to run out of people soon. Desperately, we should put that on a high priority there. Take this one off. So we've got 1 building on a high priority there. As if I've got 3 bakeries being built. Why did I place 3? We've not even built the grain farms yet. Though look at these. They've got all the materials they need. So we might as well put them on high priority as well. While this large residence is being built, or levelled at least, there's no point in having builders standing around doing nothing. Oh my, we desperately need this large residence. I'm always worried, and he's attacking us now by the looks of things. Okay. Oh man. I'm always worried when it comes to large residences that I forget about them and then you just run out of people, and it's not good. It's not good for your economy. And I can't find that priest. Did I have a priest? I've got 1 priest somewhere, but I don't have a clue where they are. Oh man, where are they? Oh, that's a big fighting force there. Where is that priest? Oh man. Can I promote any more units? Oh, nowhere near it. Okay. We gotta defend these, fight them off. Where is the priest? This isn't good. It's not going well. Even though we've got 3 weaponsmiths producing troops as fast as possible, This guy's just too much for us. Oh, and here come the Romans. I tell you what, let's crush that tower. We've got one tower here to defend. Oh, did that really happen? Oh my god, I thought that was... What are they doing? Look at these huge armies. I've got absolutely nothing besides one tower. What are they doing? That's just the computer AI for you. Never mind, I'll see that as a nice blessing. I wish I could find that priest though, that was worrying. Where is he? Where is that priest? We could have used him. Never mind, let's steal a little bit more coal. How much coal have we got? Enough to steal, there we go. Very nice. Let's bring them back. Bring them back, okay. How many troops have I got? 4. What is going on, guys? I've got no idea. Steal all of this guy's coal. Look at that. Awesome. At least they kept keeping him well stocked there. We're stealing a little bit of food actually. We don't want that. We don't want his food. We want as much coal as possible. What's this? Okay. Now that's a troop. And he sent that to kill these thieves. He's just sent it straight through our base actually. Let's see what happens. I think he's clocked on that I'm stealing all of his coal. Look at the amount of coal that we've got from him there. How are we doing with weaponsmiths? Looks like we're low on iron actually. We've got all the coal we need almost. And we're low on iron. Okay. Well, we got this large residence built probably just in the nick of time. Look at that. A nice amount of troops there. Let's get this weaponsmith on. It's got all the materials it needs. I think, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go back to distribution of goods. Go back to the toolsmith there. And put that back up. 15%. Maybe even a bit more. 20% there. Okay. Because we need a couple of hammers. I think. By the looks of things, we need a few more builders. Look at the amount of coal I've stole from that dude. Awesome. Okay. Got another weaponsmith being built here. Do I have enough room? Let's see what I can do. Let's build another storage hut. It's only 2 in terms of materials there. So we'll get a couple of them on the go. This stonecutter's hut looks like it's maxed out actually. It looks like it's cut everything away. Is there a little bit in this jungle that we can use? Nope, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Then we got one down here actually, look at that, that's perfect. Let's squeeze this in around there. That'll do. Tell you what, I'll crush this one. Save our woman. I was going to say the woman is normally in the building there, so maybe there is a little bit of stone lying around here. There's a little bit around here, look. Oops. Never mind. Let's put this stonecutter's hut on a high priority. Get that done. We need a pickaxe for this sulfur mine down here, which can be arranged. There we go. Did I build any hammers? We've got a weaponsmith here. I think we'd get a message. We'd get a general message if they didn't have a hammer. So that's okay. And we got a priest out of this building now. Now I can reveal the map. That might be an option, you know. Reveal the map, see what we're dealing with here. What else can I do? I could save it for if we get attacked again. Which might be the best option. I could reveal the map and see our impending doom, and you know, that would be a little bit depressing. Or I could save it Get the freeze enemy or the cursed arrows there. Well, it's going to do heavenly gifts, possibly. Get us a few weapons. I think there's not really much point in doing heavenly gifts at this point in the game. I've got four weaponsmiths producing. If I can't produce enough weapons at this rate, you know, there's not really much point. What else could I do though? I'm going to save these. I'm going to save these freeze enemy and cursed arrows. We'll keep that for in case we get attacked. Okay, 78% on our way to 100%. I'm not sure exactly how much gold you'll need. It looks like we've maxed out these storage areas though, almost. Actually, that's got enough for what, seven more gold there. Not quite maxed out. Tell you what we'll do, we'll build a few more grain farms in a good location. Yeah, something like that, okay. Couple more grain farms, there we go. To get producing that bread as quickly as possible. Have we got any bread? These mines don't have any bread. This grain mill's built. We're nowhere near getting enough grain at the minute. Okay, of course, yeah, look at these. They're nowhere near producing grain yet. And I know one, I can't remember which class it is, but one of the races even, like we've got forest favour as the Amazon, so we can grow a nice little forest. One of the classes can boost. I think it might be the Romans actually. They can cast it on this and it will like boost it. It's definitely the Romans. But we don't have that, so we'll just have to wait it out. Let's do one more alchemist hut. Look at this. 5-5, that's not quite maxed out. We might as well build one more, I think. If I can. Can we squeeze another one in? Yeah, there we go. Let's build two more. It's nice to see these sulfur mines actually having a nice amount of food next to them. All of the honey they could possibly ever need. This one's only got one actually, but yeah. And gem mines are nicely maxed out. That's cool. That's cool. So we probably need another large residence by the looks of things. So I'll just whack one there, whack it on a high priority as well. Why not? Did I ever build that extra fisherman's hut? No, I was thinking about it, but we never did it. Let's just put that there, and toolsmith. There we go. Nice amount of troops to be able to defend ourselves now, okay. Though we only have one tower. So if this guy attacks us, I don't know, this one tower might seem very nice and juicy to that computer AI. They might be all over that. Let's go back in with these 8 fiefs. There we go. Steal a little bit more coal. Okay. And there's a little bit of land here that we're taking as well. Because we are, if you've noticed, we're getting pretty short of land. There's not much land left. Especially when you think about these grain farms, they're also taking quite a bit of land up. Like that. So we've got enough room for, I don't know, a couple more large residences, and then we've got to start thinking about building up here. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get, we can promote as well. That's nice to see. Let's get, where are we looking? Pioneers. 5, 10, 15. Let's make it 20. There we go. 20 pioneers just to capture this land here. Bridge this little gap here. So if I do ever want to desperately build things here, I can do it really easily. I guess I could as well. Oops. Look at this. I could build a stonecutter's hut. You can't build on this desert, obviously. Only the Egyptians can do that. I could place it right on the edge, though. That's an option. That is an option. Though look here, I could take that tower, and if I didn't crush it, I would have a building on the desert. Of course, if I did crush it and tried to rebuild it, that wouldn't work. So Just something to bear in mind. I think, mate, you know, because I made those pioneers, there's not many people standing around here that I can convert into troops whenever I need to. Look at this, we're running low on resources. Some of the weaponsmiths are running low on coal. This one's running low on iron. Which makes me think, there we go, look at that, they're taking as much iron as possible there. Let's steal another load there. That'll be nice. Let's steal 8 more. We've actually built another coal mine. Look at that, they've stolen, built another coal mine there. Let's go in and steal as much as possible. Okay. So did I build a... Where is it? There we go. Yeah, the lodge residence, that desperately needs to be done again. Okay. We've got these temples churning out the mana as quickly as they can, I guess. The mead makers hut need even more honey. But there's not much I can do about that. We've got as many beekeepers' huts as we need, really. I guess we could have a few more. There's not really any space for it if you think about these working areas. We'll have to start building them somewhere else. I could start building them up here, I guess. Just something to bear in mind, I guess. At least we're not being attacked. I think this is the furthest I've ever made it, guys. On camera as well, that's always good to see. We've not been attacked, we're close though. I mean, if this guy comes and attacks us, we've got 1 tower. Maybe we should think about these 2 large guard towers up here. We've got a huge amount of gold. What are we on? Fighting strength? Let's see, 82? Yeah, 82 fighting strength. Sick. That's nice. Let's go and steal more coal. What's that? 3, 4. Let's get 4. There we go. 1 more. Awesome. Oh, 5. Very nice, thank you. Let's keep an eye on this coal mine as well. I'm not sure if he needs a pickaxe or he hasn't got any food delivered to it or what, but it's not producing anything at the minute. What's this? A fisherman's hut. It looks like this guy might be running out of land as well. He's definitely squeezing things in. Look at this. This has all got very packed since we last looked. Or densely populated, I guess. Look at all this as well. Very densely populated. So we need this large residence as soon as possible. We've bridged this nice gap here. I'll keep these pioneers on and just let them take all of this land up here. That'll be nice. Take as much land as possible. You can never have enough land, I guess, in Settlers 3. We've got the priest here. Let's do it. Let's reveal the map. Let's see what we're fighting against. Let's look at the Egyptians first. Oh wow, let's look at that. Look at that mountain. Oh man. Quickly look at the map. There are quite a few little red spots that are a little bit worrying. Okay. Let's go back to that. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 iron mines there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coal mines. That's got a lot of production going. Couple of weaponsmiths as well. Okay, that guy's got quite a lot of production. We didn't really look at this these Romans down here. I did quickly look at the mini-map. I guess you can go back in the video as well and have a look. He looked like he had quite a bit of fighting strength as well. Well, in terms of troops, is very nicely established as well. Look at that, a whole storage area full of gold there. I'm just trying to look for mines. We've got the coal going. Does he have any iron? He's got to have iron. There's 1 iron. 2, 3. 3? Is that it? There might be more somewhere. I only saw 3 iron mines though for the bottom dude, but the top Egyptian guy that's been hassling us quite a lot, he's got 6. So it's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Let's send some more troops in there, steal as much coal as possible. As always, it looks like we're a fief down. I did have 9 for some reason. Of course, we've got 1 there. Who knows what happened to that one? Probably got killed. Let's steal all of this coal. Look at that, 2 mines. That's perfect. If we are thinking about attacking this guy, maybe we could sneak into this guard tower here and take that, and then take these 2 mines as well. That would be nice. That would be good to see. Now I'm producing bread, I assume. I must be producing bread by now. There we go, we've got a little bit of flour there. Let's have a quick look at that. Oh, we need a scythe. Oops. Let's get that scythe on the go. So we are very slowly starting to produce bread, which is awesome. Is that going to sulfur mines? It might be. It might be. I guess that will be split. There we go, we got a coal mine there with a little loaf of bread. That's good to see. So it will be going to both the sulfur mines and the coal mines, okay. Any more promotion? No more. That was the 30-minute mark that just popped up on the screen, which is cool. We've not been killed, guys. That's nice to see. I'm very happy about that. I've tried so many times. Yeah, and this time we haven't been killed, which is awesome. Let's go back in. Another wave of stealing the coal. So we'll see how it goes next week. Hopefully we won't get attacked again. We are very close. Of course, we've got that goal. We don't have to crush these guys. We don't have to destroy them. We only need the fighting strength of 100%. We need to be fully promoted, and we're kind of halfway. We're halfway to doing that. So that's not so bad. If we do need to rush that, we can, of course, build the large temples, which go, I think, what is it? It's quite a significant amount towards the divine promotion there. Maybe I'll rush that and get fully promoted. We'll see how it goes. So join me next week for another episode of Settlers Saturday. Don't forget to leave that comment if you want to be involved in the giveaway, and that will be announced tomorrow. So good luck, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.